In the quiet little town of Maplewood, where every neighbor knew your name and secrets whispered through the leaves of the trees, the morning sun glinted off the yellow school buses lined up outside the elementary school. It was the day of the annual field trip to the Maplewood History Museum, and excitement pulsed in the spring air. Laughter echoed as kids clambered aboard the bus, backpacks bouncing with juice boxes, sandwiches, and the thrill of escape from the classroom. Among the sea of chatter, one voice rang out with particular enthusiasm. Alex Thompson, a 12-year-old with an unruly mop of hair and a heart that beat for adventure. Alex slid into his usual seat beside Jordan Lee, his best friend and the unofficial tech genius of Maplewood Middle. Jordan's tablet was already fired up, full of local maps, museum floor plans, and maybe even a ghost hunting app or two. "Do you think we'll see any ghosts at the museum?" Alex asked, elbowing Jordan with a grin. "Only if you wear that ridiculous hat," Jordan deadpanned, raising an eyebrow at Alex's floppy explorer cap. They both laughed, but beneath the humor, there was a shared spark, a hunger for mysteries, a craving for the unexplained. For Alex and Jordan, this wasn't just a field trip, it was potential. The school bus hissed to a stop in front of the Maplewood History Museum, a towering stone building that looked like it had been pulled straight out of a dusty history book. Columns framed the entrance, and carved above the massive oak doors was the town's motto, "Remembering the past to protect the future." Inside, the museum smelled of polished wood and aged paper. Teachers began dividing the students into smaller groups, and Alex found himself alongside Jordan and Mia, a bright-eyed, adventure-loving girl who treated every new experience like a story waiting to be written. "I bet there's a secret passage in here somewhere," Mia whispered, eyes scanning the vaulted ceilings. Alex just smiled. He was already thinking the same thing. As the kids meandered through exhibits of pioneer tools and dusty portraits, something caught Alex's eye. Tommy, a quiet boy from their class, was slowly drifting from the group. There was something strange in the way he moved, like he wasn't just wandering. He was heading somewhere. Alex's brows knit together. "Hey, where's Tommy going?" "Probably just exploring," Mia said with a shrug, already distracted by a display of antique toys. But Alex couldn't shake the feeling. Tommy had slipped through a side door marked boldly with red letters, "Staff Only." Minutes later, as the tour guide began her speech on Maplewood's founding families, the teachers started counting heads. Once, twice. Frowns deepened. "Wait, where's Tommy?" one asked, her voice laced with unease. The room quieted. The guides paused. A ripple of panic rolled through the students as the reality sank in. Tommy wasn't with them, and he hadn't been for a while. Museum staff quickly sprang into action, securing exits and organizing a search. Voices called his name, doors opened and shut. But Tommy was gone. In the shadow of a tall statue of Maplewood's founder, Alex pulled Jordan aside. "We need to find him," Alex said firmly, his eyes darting toward the corridor where Tommy disappeared. Jordan hesitated. "The police will handle it." "Maybe, but we know Tommy. We've been in class with him for years. If something weird's going on," Alex's voice dropped, "we're the ones who'll spot it." Jordan glanced at a tablet in his hands, then back at his friend. Finally, he nodded. "All right, but we need a plan." And just like that, the pact was made. As the teachers and chaperones scoured the museum in pairs, Alex, Jordan, and Mia quietly peeled away from the group. Their footsteps echoed against the marble floor as they slipped toward the forbidden hallway, hearts thumping like war drums. The museum suddenly felt different, the air cooler, the shadows longer, the silence deeper. Every creak of the floorboards felt louder, every turn held the promise of a clue or a trap. They didn't know what they'd find. They only knew that Tommy was in trouble, and they were the only ones willing to go where no one else would.